Hey YouTube, Island Homesteader here. Haven't done a garden update in quite a while, and here's the reason. There really isn't much of a garden. Um, I don't know, it turned summertime, it got hot, we stopped having rain. I just couldn't keep up with the watering all the time. So a lot of the stuff is just gone. The squash and the zucchini both got squash vine borers, couldn't keep them out. Cucumbers and cantaloupes, something happened to them. It's kind of been a busy summer. I've been away a couple of times, had to go to a conference, just got back from a trip a few days ago. Just been some stuff going on, that's just really kind of distracted me. So yeah, I just haven't put a lot of time into the garden this summer. I mean, the beans, we had great bean harvest this year, and they did great. Not really impressed with the pole beans. I think I'll stick with bush beans next year. Like I said, the cantaloupe and the cucumbers, I don't know what happened to those. They died while I was gone one time at a conference. The corn did great, growing anyway. It all set ears, but I guess some kind of a worm got into it. Never been able to grow corn any before, so I didn't know what to spray, when to spray. So maybe somebody out there can help me on that. Got some kind of worm in it. We never actually saw the worm in the ears, but the top half to 2/3 of the ears every time were just all brown and mushy and nasty. And there was little circles in the ears outside, from the outside in where they chewed their way in. So something got in there and destroyed my corn. So we got a few ears out of that, but not much. The sweet potatoes are still growing great. I'll go down there and show you this stuff here in a minute. The eggplants are doing good. The okras are growing. Some of the peppers are doing okay. The little sugar baby watermelons have got some watermelons on them. The weeds have just completely overtaken the place. So it's really just time to go down there and get ready for a fall garden. Things have started to cool off here a little bit. We've had a lot of rain in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So the weeds have just taken off out there. But it's really just time to shift gears now and go to the fall, and maybe the fall will be better. Like I said, it's been kind of a crazy summer with being gone here and there. I had to put my dog to sleep a couple weeks ago. I guess it's been about a month ago now. He was our last dog. He was a 12-year-old golden retriever, that was just absolutely a part of the family, and unfortunately I was out of town when he had to be put to sleep, so my wife and my daughter had to deal with that while I was gone. So and I just got back from a trip with our youth group. We were on a youth retreat, and the last day we were there, the day before we were coming home from the youth retreat, was in a place up in Tennessee. No cell coverage where we're at, and then one day I just happened to drive through an area where we had some cell coverage, and I had like 7 missed calls on the phone from my wife, and come to find out my daughter had been in an accident while I was gone, but she's okay. She's just stiff and sore, and we may be able to fix the vehicle. I'm not sure. I got to get the guy from the body shop to look at it, but that's just been the kind of summer it's been. So unfortunately, not a lot of interest was shown to the garden the last month or so, couple of months, month and a half anyway, and this is the result, what you're looking at. The yard's trying to retake it, so it's just a matter of getting out there and getting back to work. But let me go down there on the ground and show you. We do have a few things still going. I'll get down there and show you what's going on. So here's the bed that had the onions and garlic in it. You can maybe see some carrot tops still in there, so I'm going to try to pull some weeds around those carrots and see how the carrots did. The cabbage just never set, never made heads big enough to really bother with. Like I said, the squash got squash vine borer. Sugar baby watermelons are still growing, and whoop, there's a bad one. And they've got some watermelons in there, so we'll see what happens with those. They've got, some nice cute little watermelons. So anyway, the one thing that is still growing is the eggplant, and the peanuts are still growing down in there in these weeds. The peanuts are thick, really filled out nice. I don't know when I'm supposed to pull them, for the peanuts. The okra, poor things, have been setting up a storm and we've not been picking it. So there it is, it's growing good. These eggplants, this is the Black Beauty. These have done great. Just picked some the other night, just had some last night for dinner. The Japanese ones are growing over there. Peppers are trying. Just been so hot and no water, so it's been hard on them. Sweet potatoes, let's see, sweet potatoes over here. The sweet potatoes have grown everywhere. They've spread, they're all up in the corn. Over there I got sweet potato vine as tall as the corn. Like I said, the weeds are just horrible. But I'll get in here and get this thing cleaned out and get ready for fall. So that's why there's not been an update lately, because there hasn't been anything to update. That's the cantaloupe. Don't know what happened to it. It died actually while I was gone one time. Pole beans, they've just been neglected. I mean, there they are, dried up on the vine. So there is some chard maybe. Definitely in that other box with the peanut, there's a couple of plants left of that. But pretty much just clean up and get ready for fall now. So here's one thing, maybe you guys can help me with what kind of a bug is that? I don't know if you can see it. Oh, it just flew away. I've had them. There's a couple right there. What kind of bug is that? I think there's a couple of different life stages of them. That's, I guess, the bigger stage. Sometimes they're reddish, like that one right there. I get them a lot in the peppers. This is in some, this almost looks like a ground cherry to me, but I've never planted a ground cherry here anywhere. This is just something that came up on its own. But I did notice the bugs in it yesterday when I was walking around looking. And a lot of times I've got them in the peppers and eggplant. Let me go here and see if I can find them in those. Maybe show you if somebody can ID them for me. Oh, here we go. On this eggplant. What are these things? These are several different stages, I think, of the same bug. Several different life stages. So if somebody recognizes that bug and can tell me, you can see them. They're all over right there, crawling all over the place. So if somebody recognizes this bug and can tell me what it is and what to do about it, I would appreciate it. They're all over the place on that eggplant. But they haven't been as bad this year as they were last year. They really got into my peppers bad last year and seemed to ruin pretty much everything. But the peppers this year just haven't done hardly anything. So I don't think that's been a big problem this year. But anyway, alright, so if somebody can help me out with those bugs, I'd appreciate it. And that's probably the last garden update you'll see for a while, at least until the fall garden comes on, or maybe until I start pulling up the peanuts or whatever. Just not much to show you guys right now. Alright, well, hope you guys' garden is doing better, and looking forward to the fall. So if I don't talk to you guys before the fall, I will talk to you then.